Hello and welcome. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to go ahead and start soon with choosing a major. So first off, I want to introduce myself. My name is Jasmin. My moderator today is going to be Kian. So if you do have any questions, he'll be able to answer them below in the chat. And as Stephanie said, if you have any in-depth questions, go ahead and come to our Q&A session on Friday. I highly encourage it. We do love your questions. So with choosing a major, I think it's very overwhelming. There are a number of majors to choose from. At the University of Arizona, we have over 200 undergraduate degrees. So the world is your oyster. With University of Arizona and US universities in general, the allure, I think, is just because you choose a major doesn't mean you have to stay with it. So I myself have actually changed my major 3 times, which gives you that flexibility, and that you're not, no matter what major you choose, doesn't mean it's till the end of the 4 years. So I put together a couple of popular majors that most students go for. So we have business, and part of the big ones are marketing, management, finance. Just because I put those 3 doesn't mean those are the only options. We actually have quite a few more. Next is engineering. We have civil, mechanical, electrical, and computer, biochemical. As you know, over 16 engineering majors. Another popular one is computer science, biological sciences, nursing, psychology, architecture. It's important to note that I won't go into detail on the admission requirements, but they are different for each of the majors you're interested in. I believe our session on admission requirements will be an hour from now. So if that's something you're interested in, please tune in for that session. Go ahead, next slide. I've also put a number of unique majors that are part of the University of Arizona. Again, this is not everything we have. There are many, many more. So possibly unique majors are astronomy. We have a phenomenal astronomy program. And the Tucson city actually does a few things that help our astronomy program, which is great. We also have law. I believe we are the only university in the US that offers an undergraduate in law. So we have a 3+3 program. Again, you can learn more about that in our admission requirements session. Another one is optical sciences, animal sciences. We have the racetrack industry. We have film and television. We also have a great dance program. And then this year, for fall 2021, we have the game design and development. So if that's something that piques your interest, I would encourage you just to check out the summary of it and see if that's something you're interested in. So I myself am a visual learner. Go ahead, next slide. And I'm going to share my screen with you and just walk you through the process of choosing a major, because with all universities, our web pages can be a little different. So let me go ahead and start that now. Okay. Bear with me here. Okay. All right, I hope this is going well. All right. So if all of you can see, we have the link is arizona.edu/degree-search. So you can go ahead, go to this link and explore it at your own leisure. This is what it's going to look like. And underneath, you'll have search majors by keyword. So I just want to start with, for example, you're interested in something with chemistry. You just have to write, let's say, the first 4 letters. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, my screen's not showing. Let's see here. Okay. One moment. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry about that technical issue. Okay. So let's go ahead and start that over again. So hopefully now you can see the screen of the undergraduate majors and degrees. And as I said, we're just gonna say, I'm interested in something with chemistry. So I'm not gonna write the full word, I'm just gonna write CHEM and go ahead and click search. So as you can see here, we have 6 majors that offer chemistry in the title. Let's see. Oh boy. And doesn't. And it doesn't want to work with me today. So as it's loading, all right, perfect. So as you can see here, there are 6 majors with chemistry in the title of it. So you have biochemistry, both for bachelor's arts and science, chemical engineering, chemistry, etc. So you can do that with any major that you're interested in. So let's see here, biochemistry. A general look at it, we know that the coursework is located in main campus. As Stephanie was mentioning, that we have different campuses with us, global as well as main. So as you can see, for biochemistry, it's only main campus. And now we'll go down to chemical engineering, and you'll notice it has main campus as well as Arizona Online and Global Direct. So you can get an idea of where, if your major is going to be available in different platforms, which is very handy. So now let's go ahead and explore this major a little bit more. As you can see, it talks about the areas of interest. It gives you a little bit of a synopsis, summary of the program, learning outcomes, sample courses, and career fields. This doesn't mean that these are the only careers available with this major, just gives you a general idea. Now, if you go down to the very bottom, which I find is the most interesting, is the sample plan. So this shows you the 4 years and what you can generally expect with the programs. This, again, is not the full course list. When you talk to your academic advisor, they'll give you all the options for the major you're interested in. And if you're interested in other majors, feel free to talk to your academic advisor about taking courses in different programs. So that's it for general understanding about choosing a major. I know it can be a little overwhelming. Let's see if I can go ahead and stop that sharing. Put it back to the floor and see if you have any questions at all, general, about choosing a major. And again, I noticed that we have some questions about different sections that we have. I would highly encourage you to just check out the virtual world tour link. It has all the different programs and topics that we're going to go over throughout the week. Let's see here. So I see a question here about financial aid for international students. Again, we actually have scholarships and funding is actually our next presentation. So if you just stay here for, say, about 10 more minutes, we'll go ahead and go over that. Let's see here. I have another question. Do BA and BS psychology fall under STEM? So if it's Bachelor's of Arts, it won't, but obviously Bachelor's of Science, it will. So that would be one of your, that's the question about psychology. So thank you for that question, by the way. Next question is, how can we know who's our academic advisor and how do we contact him or her? So during orientation, you're actually going to be connected with an academic advisor. So they'll be able to answer you. Once you're fully admitted and you go through the Next Step Center, as an admitted student, you'll know how to do that. We can go over that as well. That's also another session. Next question, what's your major and how did you choose it? So a great question. I said I chose 3 different majors. So I started with business, then I went to physiology, and I ended in speech language, which is interesting because I actually had a class in that building, and that's how I found that major. So it's really wonderful at the university. It's very flexible in choosing something. Let's see here. We have a couple more minutes to answer any more questions. let's see. Okay, I have a diploma in database administrator and I want to upgrade to a degree. Do you offer that? So that's another question. So when you go to our, the link I showed you, you can actually just put in database or maybe administrator, and you can find something, a program that's equivalent or similar to that interest of yours. So I would go ahead and answer that. Go ahead and enter that, explore that link. I'm not sure if you got it. I can maybe put a link up, or we can put it in the chat again. I think it's in there. Okay, let's see here. Another one is, what type of health major program is being provided? Can I take psychology with public health and as well as linguistics? So you're interested in changing or double majoring. So that is an option for you. You can have a double major. That's something you'll discuss with your advisor. Usually they want you to have it something similar to that same program. So you could technically do psychology and linguistics, or one of those. Again, I would talk to your academic advisor about that, but it is an option. Okay, let's see. Another one is, all major required ACT tests. We don't, but again, they're going to talk about it in the next session. Let's see. If we apply for online program for bachelor's degree, then half of the program will happen off campus and rest is on campus. Also, that's more about the global direct option, which we will discuss in another session. So it would depend on if you're doing the global direct, you would have 1 year online and the other remaining would be on main campus. Again, I think that's something you want to actually go to the session for in-depth. Let's see here. How do you go about choosing minors? So I'm going to go ahead and answer that one. So choosing minors, again, that's up to you. If you're interested, like if you're taking psychology, I'm going to reference the other student, and you take a linguistics class and you're like, hey, linguistics is something I'm interested in. You can go ahead and become a linguistics major and talk with your academic advisor about it, as well as yours and for the new minor that you're interested in. Can you triple major? I have not heard about that, but I think you can. I think it's just going to cost more and you're going to need more time to do that, because I think you have a limit of how many credits you can take per semester, unless you get the dean's approval. All right, I think we have 3 more minutes for questions. And again, if your questions aren't answered, don't worry, come to our session on Friday. I will be there, as well as the other enrollment counselors, and we would love your questions. We love answering them. And especially can be overwhelming listening to our presentations. So let's see if we can find one more question. Well, let's see. Oh, quite a few. Okay. All right, I'm gonna talk about this briefly. How can we go for pre-med at the University of Arizona? I think this is an important topic to mention. As an international, I want to emphasize that it is very, very, very competitive. So the likelihood of being accepted into a medical program is really, really competitive. And I actually discourage students from doing it. But if you're motivated and you're really passionate about it, and if that's something you're really interested in, you can do the research and find a medical school that would accept international students. It's just very difficult to do. I encourage students who want to go into medicine to maybe major in something similar, like biology, so they have an option or something to fall back on just in case that's not possible. And I see here that I think I have 1 more minute left, so I'm going to go ahead and stop our session for now, and encourage you all again to please come to our Q&A session on Friday, and to please listen to the rest of our presentations, because we talk about funding, we talk about admission requirements, and other important topics. So thank you so much for your time.